Hello everyone, I'm SuperDazza.
And I'm Purley.
And welcome back to the SMITE Community Podcast where we focus on the SMITE community from the past 2 weeks, whilst Purley knows absolutely nothing about it. First of all, apologies for my microphone, of course. I was a silly and decided that I would bring my microphone, but not the lead for the microphone.
Yeah, it's almost more annoying. It's like less annoying to just forget it than to have the microphone and the laptop, but not the wire to connect them.
It's sitting next to me, and I'm just unable to use it.
Reminds me of my first month of uni where I forgot my PC power wire. I just had my PC Anyway.
So I'm using my headset microphone, which is evidently worse. On top of that, I have a sore throat, so all good on the audio front.
I'm doing fine, if that helps.
Yeah.
Throat's a bit off,
fine.
But not too bad.
Yeah. I was gonna say actually, you sound a bit coldy. Are you okay?
I'm okay. I'll be okay. I can get through this.
You'll live. All right. Well. Maybe the first thing before we start with the actual podcast, we have a vote going on right now. We have our very own skin concept vote with SMITE Community Concepts. We've picked our top 10 skin concepts from the past year, and it's up to you lot to vote on which one wins. So there'll be a link in the description. Go vote on some skin concepts. It's a lot of fun. You should do it, and you'll get a cookie.
Free cookies to anyone who votes.
Yeah.
We will ship them. If they don't arrive, they were lost in shipping, and I'm sorry about that, but we will ship them.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, don't sue us. Sue post office or whatever. Anyway,
I don't think we can get sued for not giving them cookies.
Well, we've said it. We're essentially in a contract now.
Are we in a verbal contract to provide cookies?
Oh, speaking of contracts,
God.
We should probably mention the April Fool's joke that happened in the last couple of weeks. Everything is on Twitter, on my Twitter, and then SuperDazza. And
I can't believe how bad you got me.
The whole messaging thing is on there. Go check that out. That is related to the vote, actually, to the September vote. But essentially, I made Adam think that we were getting done for putting 80% male characters in the top 10 vote.
No, yeah, okay. So you were phrasing it that you were having to fill in a bunch of forms about violating the SMITE Reddit terms of conduct or whatever.
And you completely it went to the point where you were believing that the police were going to be getting involved.
No,
in the fact that we were being sexist in quotation.
The thing is, I didn't think that we were going to get penalised by the police for it. I didn't think YouTube were going to do anything. I just thought it was a really pissy pissy Reddit admin that just didn't, for some reason, thought we were being sexist and wouldn't listen to anything we were saying. So I thought, worst of the worst, we'd get banned from Reddit, which is pretty bad, to be fair. But I was just, that's what I was worked up about. I didn't think we were going to get arrested for picking 80% male characters. Although, I did look into this, actually. I was paranoid, so I looked into the stats so I could prove that we were innocent. And over the last, I think I did the first 50 gods that we were submitted, and it was 26% female, and the average of our
this was all in the messaging thing. Actually, this was all in the thing.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, all the stats that you found.
Is 27%. So we're actually very, very fair.
Yeah.
And very unbiased, which I thought was quite cool. But yeah, I was very.
Yep.
I can't believe I bought it. I can't believe I trusted you.
So funny. But anyway,
it's a good read.
It is.
If you have a spare few minutes, those DMs are a good read.
We're 5 minutes in, and we should get on with the actual podcast.
Sure, let's go.
Patch notes is always our first section, but there were none. It was the Dev Insight thing instead. They do the patch notes every month now. There was some things from the Dev Insight though that I'll talk about. I'll talk about this within the news stuff kind of thing. So we have the first thing for news, Dev Insight. Scylla, so abilities like Scylla 1 and Bastet 3 are apparently going to get a little bit of a quality of life adjustment where you can see where the circle is going to be once the thing is hit. So you know how they have like a little AoE at the other end of the ability.
They're comparing it because newer gods have got this treatment and they're just going back and fixing the old ones that haven't.
Yeah. So that's cool. That's necessary, I think.
Yeah.
Just adds clarity. So that's cool. That's really all I got from the Dev Insight stuff. To be honest, it wasn't. Yeah, no, it was obviously the numbers of popularity and win rate and whatnot for previous updates were there as well as with all Dev Insights. But we're not going to go into those because those are boring to talk about on a podcast.
Let's spend the next hour just listing numbers. Let's go.
Another big thing that happened in the last 2 weeks is, speaking of skin concept voting, Hyros had their own, Titanforge had their own, more official than ours, skin concept vote.
We actually copied their style when we saw theirs. We were like,
yeah,
that's a good idea. We're going to do that.
You weren't meant to say that. Shh.
Shit. We took some inspiration.
They stole our idea.
We did it first. Don't check that, but we did it first.
No. Just believe us. So we've got a skin concept vote. It's interesting. It's rattled up a little bit of community response. But the first thing that we should talk about. I don't think I can see the form. You know what? You can see the form actually. Hold up. If I send you the form, because I've already voted on that. I'm assuming you haven't voted on it yet. So if you click that form,
haven't voted. Ooh.
Yeah, you can see what the skins are. But before we
The form SMITE 29 Community Concept Voting is no longer accepting requests. Try contacting the owner of the form if you think this was a mistake.
Has it closed? Have they closed it? Damn it.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, that's fine. We don't have to go through every single skin anyway, but I'm going to discuss something that was said on the blog that this link was included in. So essentially, they said we received over 300 amazing submissions for this year's community skin contest, and we've narrowed them down to the final 6 for voting. We got so many awesome concepts and ideas. Deciding our finalists was a huge task. Before we get to the finalists, we wanted to take some time to share some honourable mentions. So they list 4 honourable mentions here. One of which is Casino Queen Hera by Rob Draws. Rob Draws obviously being the guy who created Chef Vulcan, like the Chef Vulcan concept. I think he was the Cactus Sylvanus guy as well, the original creator of that. And this got a lot of uproar from the community because everyone was in love with this Casino Queen Hera idea. And it didn't get in. It only got an honourable mention. The community was very split with this. Now, Casino Queen Hera is a fantastic concept. And Nick Metchan on Reddit. The skin community contest should be about what the community wants. Okay.
Makes sense.
Now, this is what he had to say. I'm sorry, but it upsets me on how part of the final 6 we're not. I'm sorry, but it upsets me how part of the final 6 we're not were not as wanted as the runner-ups. Wow. Okay. This is gonna be translated. Essentially saying the fact that we need the fact that Casino Queen Hera didn't get into the thing into the final thing was bad. There was another Hera skin in there, and I think one of the reasons why a Titanforge employee came out and said that the reason why they didn't put Casino Queen Hera into the vote was because it didn't. Oh wait, actually no, yeah, it was on the blog. It was about how Argus looked really cool, but default Hera didn't have enough defining features about her, and as the playable character, she needs to have defining features. This was met with big reactions as well, because
sure
there was another Hera skin for the final 6, a kawaii Hera skin, and it could be argued that Casino Queen Hera had a lot more defining features than kawaii Hera did, which is, I think, part of Nick Metchan's argument here. And yeah, so as Orkle says, Casino Queen Hera becomes the second most upvoted skin concept on the Smite Reddit, and is apparently not interesting enough. So this caused a lot of uproar. But also on the other side of things, the Humbling Rivers on Reddit says, I actually feel worse for the artists whose skin concept were selected versus the ones that weren't selected. Essentially saying, it must feel awful to have made a skin concept and then for the community to be like, oh no, I prefer this skin concept over the one that you picked. So yeah, there's a lot of controversy, but it seems to have calmed down now, and I get the feeling that Casino Queen Hera might be put in at a later stage.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see how it's so difficult for them to just have a round robin vote. They can have their seeding in there, but just why can't we vote on all the skins and just get the skin that gets the most votes out of all the skins?
I guess they could have done a lot of the valid ones.
Or they could have done a tournament where it's vote for the best out of these 2 skins, and then you have like
they did with the tier 5 god.
Yeah. Exactly. That's not a lot of effort for a community manager to organise, and it means the community gets what they want.
That's true, because there have been a lot of skin concepts over the last few weeks put on the Reddit that been I'm submitting this to the thing, and obviously 300 of them, and they all got a lot of traction and stuff. They everyone really liked them. So yeah, that could be a thing. Jiraz also, by the way, we should say Jiraz, our good buddy Jiraz, got in. Here's one of his concepts.
Hey,
Badlands Nemesis, which is a very cool concept. So yeah, that's all there is to say about that. I think Casino Queen Hera was a very good. I think they. I don't mind the skin concepts that got put into the actual vote. They're very good skin concepts. They deserve to be there. But I think the reasoning for the Casino Queen Hera one was, I think, in my opinion, a little bit BS, because it was a completely valid skin concept.
Yeah, no, that reason seems a bit weird. I don't know. They've probably got internal standards and kind of fairly strict rules that might...
Potentially, yeah. That's what I thought first.
They need to make a set of objective rule. Is that objective or subjective?
I always get them mixed up.
I hate having to figure them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's the subject. Yeah, okay. They need a set of objective rules that aren't based on anyone's opinions on the skins, with which they can rule out worse skins. And that kind of effectively an algorithm, a set of rules they follow to find the best skins. It's not going to be perfect if they're going to try and narrow it down to, did you say 5-10 skins?
6. Yeah, they had 6 at the end.
Yeah, that was in the range.
It was.
Narrowing it down to 6 skins without using any opinions, you're gonna have flaws in your logic that you're trying to do to narrow it down.
Well, we do that, right? We have to do that for working out which skin concepts to showcase on community.
No, we filter out a lot of skin concepts,
and we have an algorithm to it as well.
And we have kind of an algorithm around it. I mean, there is some opinion based, but we try and.
Of course, it's going to be opinion based, like with this kind of thing, like best, right? The word best, like that, is very opinion based.
Yeah.
When it comes to things like this.
But we have to look through, and it's like, it's what we agree on between the two of us, and it's we have complicated rules that we've put in place to figure out which skins go forward to the judging panel. That's a different story.
Yeah, we have a judging panel.
We do.
Which is
we take this very seriously.
It feels so sophisticated every time I say we have a judging panel.
Even though it's just a bunch of mates that rate them from 1 to 10.
Yeah. So it's not just our opinions.
But yeah, I know. We take it very seriously, and I can understand how a set of rules that you make to try and be unbiased can not favour certain skins that might actually be fun skins that people like emotionally, even though physically, according to the rules, they don't seem as good.
What do you think to the point that Hera is the main part of the skin, and even though Argus is good, like Hera is the main part of the Hera skin?
I mean, I haven't seen the skin.
No, but in general.
But
hold on, I'll send it to you.
It does make sense. It does kind of make sense if that excuse is valid, as in Hera is actually just default Hera, then it does make sense that it's not changing enough or inventive enough, and most of the gameplay is fairly similar. But it depends if it's valid. It depends if Hera is actually different.
Well,
and if you're saying there was
what do you think?
If you're saying there was a cute skin that was more they let in that was less changed, then that's different. What? Her stuff is a dice and stuff. She has red hair and bigger tits.
First impressions with Adam.
First impressions with Adam. Dice on the staff, red hair, bigger tits. That's all there. I did say that. I felt bad for saying that, but
then you said it again.
I can't hide from the fact that I said it. But it's quite prominent anyway. That's completely different.
Mm-hmm.
I guess because the dress is the same shape. Like it has the long dress with the slit down the side.
That's something that they tend to do anyway, right? They try to keep it so that it's within the confines of like the default skin, so they don't have to do as much work in rigging and stuff. But anyway, we digress.
We did. I like that skin.
Yeah.
I can see how they would be like, the model's fairly similar, so according to our quantified strict rules, it can't go through, even though it's a nice skin.
Yeah. I mean, the other... there are a couple more honourable mentions out of the 4 honourable mentions that they say couldn't be done because those characters were getting a skin soon with a similar theme. Which I don't know. I guess is a valid reason to not give them. If they're I don't know. There was like a Jormungandr like candy skin or something, right? That they couldn't put in because there was a fun Jormungandr skin coming up. I guess it makes sense.
I can see that.
Yeah, for them at that point, to not put it into the thing.
Because then, like, there would be 2 very similar Jormungandr skins in the game that they've released fairly in close proximity, and it's like people will look back and go, "Why are there 2 Jormungandr skins that are just the same?" Jormungandr. Just covering all the bases, because one of them's right.
Christ, you're me boy. Right. Let's move on. More news then from the last 2 weeks. We have first of all, Xing Chan was obviously crowned the number 1 most buggy character a couple of weeks ago. Titan Forge Travis, the new executive producer, has something to say. So Xing Chan right now is currently not in the game.
Really? He was removed for being called the buggiest character?
No, I don't think so.
Or is it just... So hold on. So you're saying there was a separate bug that was game-breaking on the voted buggiest character, which meant they had to remove him?
Here's what Travis has to say with that. You may recall that he recently won first place in the Buggiest God SMITE poll. Since that time, we've had his hood open, trying to address some of your concerns, and as of yesterday morning, there are unexpected consequences.
They broke him.
So, yes, by trying to fix him, they broke him.
I love that. Unexpected consequences.
Yeah, as a computer science student, fixing things and then getting more bugs in return is very prominent when it comes.
Oh
to
yeah,
that.
no, it's like opening a box of kittens to fit one more in, and then more jump out, and you got to try and fit them all in, and things break left, right, and centre. I know.
always have that problem when trying to fit cats into boxes.
I spend most of my time stuffing cats into boxes, and it's always just
you have to get like someone else to like hold them down, and then it's just like, and then it's cruel at that point.
I don't worry about that.
Yeah, I like the screams. So, right now then, we've had his hood open trying to address some of your concerns. As of yesterday morning, they were unexpected consequences. First of all, I want to assure you that he is okay, but he had to go into emergency surgery. He is stable, but while we have him on the operating table, we are going to take some extra time with him to fix some of the buggy aspects of his gameplay. He will need some time to heal, but we expect him to be on his feet soon enough, and the stitches will come out in time for the next release. When you see him again in 4 weeks, just remember that he is the same old Xing Chan that you remember. His sky-cutting axe ability may look a little different, and his hook slam may not be as hooky as you remember, but it will still be Xing Chan. We aren't giving him a head or a third leg or anything, but he might be sensitive, so take it easy on him and be ready to welcome him back lovingly.
Oh. Get old soon, Xing Chan.
Yeah. So...
that was a really good post. I love that.
I love Travis.
It's so good.
It's very funny guy. And the final thing then on news, pointed out by Knum on Reddit, who is actually part of the of our top 10 skin concept voting, Symphony of the Dead, I believe.
Yeah, let's keep plugging that vote. Go and vote.
Yeah.
Go and vote. Go and vote.
The more we say it, the more people will vote.
Exactly. There are people that on the 4th time that I said it, people went,
oh yeah,
actually go and vote. I forgot about that since the last time he said it half a second ago.
Yeah. So new report options now on, I believe, live. So the
go
report.
And vote.
So the used to the God, the options used to be for reporting. What was it? Leaving the game. Pardon me. AFK. Leaving the game. Yeah. /AFK. Intentional feeding. What was the other one? There was something else, and then other.
Harassment.
Harassment. Yeah. So I think harassment has been spread out across more things now. So you still have leaving the game. Sorry, I keep hitting my microphone every so often. Because I'm not used to having a microphone next to my mouth.
And you're quite expressive with your arms as well. If we had cameras, actually, you would see how much Danny moves his arms. It's great.
Yeah, I believe I'm peeking a lot as well, looking at my thing, because I'm not used to this microphone. Yeah, so still got leaving the game /AFK, still got intentional feeding, but harassment has been split into hate speech, real life threat, and didn't play assigned role. Which I think are completely valid. I saw someone saying Dr. Janitor JD in the comments saying, policing the didn't play assigned role report is going to be a tough call in practice, but I'm glad to see it added to the list. I think, in general, report someone that you think has not been playing the role, and then it's up to hires to decide. I don't know how they're going to decide specifically.
I don't. I think would it's discourage from that.
Obvious. Well, that's the thing. Like, I think it has to be an obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was saying, like, if there's any doubt, send it to high-res. I'm going to say, like, a little PDA here.
No, I'm saying that. Sorry, I'm saying that.
You're saying report anything that you think is potentially the wrong thing.
If you if you think yeah, well, yeah, of course.
No.
If it's something that has ruined like your experience in your game or something, absolutely. If it were if it I don't know, if it was fine and you were okay and your team was okay with it, there's no need to report it. But like if it is a blatant to like I don't know and it's pissed you off, it's ruined your experience in some way, report it, and it might be I don't know, because things can ruin your experience that aren't that if a single person is ruining your experience, then yeah, that's why reporting is there. But like, I don't know, because saying report if you have any sign of a doubt is not helping, because because the more you submit, the more high-res has to process, and it's just going to take longer, and it's less likely they're going to get to the actual cases of reporting. Thing is, though, if it's ruined your experience and you're thinking, but is it a didn't play assigned role or not? Like, I'm not entirely sure. It's always best to do it. Yeah, it's gonna, sure, but like, if it has ruined your experience and you think someone hasn't played their assigned role, then
I'm still gonna say that I would only do it if I was absolutely sure. Like if they got mid and walked into duo, then that's okay. Blatant report assigned role undisputable. And
well, I agree with you with that then. Like if it was like if they were mid and they played, Cabrakan
and spent a lot of time in the jungle,
and they went into mid lane and played as a mid laner, that I wouldn't report that. That's them trying out something in the mid lane.
Well, I mean, also, like, if they weren't blatantly a different role, like if they put Cabrakan mid and started clearing some jungle camps, you can't say for sure they're playing jungle if they're still defending mid somewhat. And if you aren't quite sure, chances are, even if you did report them, it would just be high-res going, yep, that's fine, that isn't a reportable offence, and carrying on, and you've wasted their time.
Fair enough. We shouldn't talk about this too long. Right, well, that is it then for the news then from the last couple of weeks. This, by the way, this podcast in general, I think there isn't a huge amount of topics to go over, and I feel like
that's fine. We spent 10 minutes talking about what a reportable offence was. Quick. We can drag it out.
Yeah, but
that's what's entertaining, right?
Yes.
Just drag it out for the next 3 hours.
I have no community things from the last 2 weeks. So,
step it up.
Come on. What I'm going to do is we're going to take a couple of community posts from the last couple of podcasts, but that didn't actually get into the podcast because I don't know, we didn't have enough time or whatever. And we're going to discuss those here.
Okay, sure.
So the first thing then that I'd like to talk about is a post from. Let me get it up. It is a post from Patel, who says, "What's the best ability name in the game?"
A good question.
So Patel says that his/her favorite is probably Through Space and Time. Triple Charge says Whirlwind of Rage and Steel.
Oh, that's the best one. He wins.
I think Gokilven has a good point here. Artemis Loki has one of the best sounding kits. Whole kit. So
Overall, yeah.
her kit is Transgressor's Fate. I love Transgressor's Fate. It's just a trap, but they've called it Transgressor's Fate. It's literally.
I mean, they couldn't call it It's a Trap.
Yeah. Oh, they could have.
Actually, they should have called it It's a Trap.
It's a Trap. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Transgressor's Fate, Vengeful Assault, and Suppress the Insolent, and Caledonian Boar. I don't know, pretty cool. Fear No Evil.
Caledonian Boar.
Wait, what did I say? What did you say?
I don't know.
Did I get
You
something
said
wrong?
something that... I think you said, like, Caledonian Boar, which I don't think it's right. Like, I don't know.
Oh.
Isn't it Caledonian Boar? Anyway.
No, it's Caledonian.
Is it Caledonian?
Yeah.
Okay. Then ignore me completely. It's Tusky.
Tusky, yeah. We have Ican has Cheeseburger saying Anvil of Dawn. Thor's Ultimate. Go on, what were you going to say?
That's cool. I just think I've heard the username before.
Oh. I mean, it is a pretty well-known meme. Ican...
Oh, yeah!
Can I has Cheeseburger. Is that genuinely where you've heard it?
I think so. I just forgotten about it.
Oh my god. Sake. Christ.
I don't know, I had an answer, but I've forgotten it.
Oh, okay, what you...
Oh, what's Athena's ult called? Is it Defender of Olympus or Protector of Olympus? 'Cause that's quite cool.
Defender of Olympus.
Is it Defender of Olympus? Oh.
Yeah.
Protector would be even cooler, but...
I think it's Defender, yeah. Raku Gaming just says chug.
I love how that there's such a range in like the eloquence of the ability names. It's so funny, and it matches the god as well, kind of. Like Bacchus' abilities are literally chug, belly flop, belch.
Yeah, belch of the gods.
Oh, is it okay? It's belch of the gods.
Yeah.
And
Almighty belch.
Intoxicate.
I don't have SMITE open. Sure. Yeah, and last one, Lord. Oh wait, I know. I was about to say.
Point. Yeah, and then Artemis is all.
I was gonna say onto your point as well. Amusenkarb, the god of bees, probably one of the memeiest titles there is, and he just has
It's just called bees.
What? It's just one word. Bees exclamation mark.
Yeah.
It just has one word things. Hive, swarm, honey, stinger.
Yeah. And you compare that to like all of Artemis' abilities.
Yeah. Or, like Lord Christopher says, Thoth's entire kit. Hieroglyphic Assault, Evade and Punish, Glyph of Pain, Final Judgment. Very cool. That's it. That's
actually... I like this because it has made me realise that they do change their language and their eloquence depending on the god's personality. Because of course Thoth has
I didn't realise that.
really highbrow, long words in his. Of course Artemis is a fairly intelligent and well-spoken. And of course Bacchus's are chug and belly flop.
That's interesting, actually. I didn't realise. I just kind of thought, like, with the smaller names, they're just being lazy. Maybe it is just okay. That's cool.
That is cool.
So the last thing we're going to talk about on community. I haven't got any suggestions for suggestions for suggestion section.
God, this is barren. This podcast.
I know it is. Resist the temptation to make a barren.
Don't make a barren assembly joke.
Raina Blacker on Reddit says, which gods do you want to see in a hypothetical CGI cinematic? The other day I watched a compilation of League of Legends cinematics and wished Smite had more of them. I guess a similar thing to Overwatch as well. And then I got thinking about which gods would look best in a CGI cinematic. So before I go on to what Raina Black has said, do you have any gods that you'd like to see in a cinematic? Because we've had what a few cinematics.
Is it all in-game assets, Or is it like
but it'll be a cinematic, CGI cinematic. So it's, no,
like a full-on CGI cinematic.
Yeah. That they did like a few years ago, or whatever.
Yeah, with the Bologna fire giant.
Yeah, I first of all, we need a mage. I don't think there's been a mage, in the last cinematics.
Really, that is weird.
At least in the last two CGI cinematics, yeah. Off the top of my head, in the first one we had Neith, Fenrir, Ymir,
Thor,
Guan, Thor.
Yeah.
And then in the second one we had Ymir, Bologna, Loki, Thor, Sun Wukong, and someone else. If I forget, none of which were mages. Who was it?
Who was it?
Neith. Did I say Neith? I don't think I said Neith. There you go.
No, okay. I thought you said Neith.
I said Neith for the first one. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So, do you have any in mind specifically? I think Giannis would look cool.
I mean, thinking on mages, Giannis would be cool. Like to see him, like multitasking and throwing portals everywhere. Like,
yeah.
If you were to take his portal ability and make it so he's like Void from Incredibles 2.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm getting Doctor Strange vibes from Thoth. If like a cinematic of him doing properly intricate. Sorry.
Wouldn't you get that from Janus? Oh, I see what you mean. Like him, waving his arms and stuff.
Yeah, like casting spells in the air and then projecting them.
Holy crap, that'd be cool. Like just drawing hieroglyphs.
Yeah, like a cinematic Thoth ult where he's like really busily scribbling down in the air.
Oh shit, that'd be cool as fuck. Man.
Arnher, imagine him throwing a spear and then throwing another spear. Man, that'd be cool.
Oh, and then he throws like multiple spears.
Oh my god.
It'd be cool to see his obelisk, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, so this is what Raina Blacker says. They've said that a bunch of gods.
Jormungandr.
Well, Jormungandr is on there. Raina said, perfect for a final boss character whose arrival completely changes the tone and forces the other characters to band up against him. I guess similar kind of style to what Ymir had in the first cinematic, where like the ground like went frozen and then like that thing.
With Jormungandr, like the whole everything could just shake once or twice, and you look up and you see like the massive Jorgen, like his ult.
And whoever's fighting against each other are just like they just stop and just look at you.
It's like what the fuck. Which is always weird to me because I'm always like, just stab her in the back now. Anyway.
Yeah. Yes. In movies, when I don't know, someone's got a gun to like the head or something, but then like I don't know, the person who's about to get shot's ally like comes in and you like hear the ally like footsteps or something, and like the enemy like turns around and is like, huh? Just like. You know they're about to be saved. Just shoot them now.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I mean, I was thinking of like Marvel film examples where there's always like
Captain America. I recently watched Captain America: First Avenger. It happens.
It's so stupid. They all have guns, and he walks towards them, and they don't shoot him.
I mean, it's mainly with Red Skull. In one of the final scenes, like something happens. I can't remember what happens now, but he's about to shoot Captain America, and then something happens. He's like, what? And then that turns around.
Yeah,
and doesn't shoot him.
It happens to all of them. I'm pretty sure. Probably. There's some point where someone's like, "Hey!" and then he looks up.
Yeah. Well, speaking of mages, with on Raina's list, specifically mages, Anubis they've put on the list. Pretty iconic. The ability is pretty cool. I think there's cooler abilities.
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking like
cinematic. His hands are cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty about it.
Well, I mean, his rap would be quite cool.
Would it?
I think it would. Like a proper,
I guess cinematically, yeah.
Mummified, like someone's wrapped up and trying to escape.
Holy crap! I wish I was like some sort of, I don't know, some sort of cinematic. I don't know, someone that could make 3D cinematics, because I'd just make the fuck out of all of these abilities.
It
So
takes a
cool,
lot of
really.
time.
Yeah, absolutely.
You would get
yeah.
one ability done.
Yeah. Nuwa is on the list as well in terms of mages. Her different elements, which I think would be pretty cool, like seeing the different newer elements.
You just reminded me, Merlin.
Yeah, Merlin's on the list as well. His 3 elements could really spice things up, visual and action wise.
Like Merlin ult, where he's just like, whoa, like proper cinematic.
The other mage is Hera, of course, for Argus.
Yeah.
I think
Less so
that
for
could
that,
be
I
cool.
think.
I don't know. I think summoning Argus like through the portal and stuff might be cool. Imagine.
Yeah, the portals would be cool.
Yeah. And then Pele's on the list as well for like fire and lava effects. Hu Yi to replace Neith as the archer character. Model would be stunning. Fire arrow theme, and especially Ricochet, would be insanely cool in CGI. I think it could be. I think yeah. When it's on a 3D scale and not on like a 2D scale like it is in Smite, you could like have it actually like ricochet off like different surfaces and stuff.
Okay, so mage is a fairly easy mode. What's the best hunter to be cinematic? Do you reckon?
I mean, well, obviously who he is on this list. He's the only hunter on this list actually. I'll say the last one first, which is King Arthur. As an iconic character. But in terms of hunters, which hunter would be the best in a CGI cinematic? Hold on, let me get a list of gods up. Hunters.
Because they're all just basic attack based, so it's like who has the most iconic cinematic abilities?
Jib ult would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Apollo ult as well.
Oh, Apollo would be cool. Because because he would his passive. I'm imagining him like in his 3 but with kind of a Reaper ult vibe to it, where he's just like shooting people left, right, and center after he like comes down from his chariot. I think that wins.
Did you say something about being in this 3? That's the way you said something about 3.
His dash, that is Tourist 3.
Yeah, what about his dash? Oh, it did look cool. It is called The Moves, in all fairness.
Yeah, like, if it was like, I'm thinking Elite Agent Apollo, where he would be like tuck roll, diving everywhere and shooting people left, right, and centre, and just like, that'd be cool.
Oh, what about, okay, right, so the fight's going on, and it's a really close fight, and you just see in the distance someone walking towards you, and you just hear, "The shortest path between a bow and a target, my arrow." Oh no!
Your bad mic really added to that. It was great. It sounded like it was an 80s remake of that line. That was really good.
I get an 80s vibe from Chiron.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
That proper cheesy line worked so well with kind of the like lower quality mic. Just like, that's good.
I want Musen in a cinematic. Just like, okay, and B! And then just get swatted by the enemy. Like, well, you are incredibly useless.
I'm imagining like a massive Ymir is like, like slapping bees off his face. Like, fuck, Jesus. What the? I knocked a bowl on the floor.
Okay there?
Everything's okay.
Was there anything in the bowl?
No, it's fine.
Okay. So yeah, that is it then for community. No suggestions this time round. However, we do have an end section that is known to be a fairly long end section, but we are gonna. I'm gonna try and cut it down as much as possible. Not post. No, not in the edit, but like. Now I'm going to add a timer to it. I should probably tell you what it is first.
That would help.
The end section that we so originally when we did this end section, we had a work in progress name for it. It's got the same name, and that is we kind of came up with one on the spot in the first podcast that it was part of, but it is Circuits bracket / Brastet is what we came up with in the in podcast 15.
Close enough.
I had to research that.
What was it? I mean, no, we can't do Cirquet's bracket because we have it in Circuit respect.
Oh shit, we do. Okay, it's gotta be Brastet then.
But it sounds like we're saying Brastet. Anyway,
Yeah,
that's fine.
it does look like it on written down. But so the last time we did this, we decided which hunter was the most fun hunter in the game.
Yep.
And we did that through a bracket system. This time around, we're going to be doing it on which is the most fun, not the best, because that changes, but the most fun guardian in the game. Now, this is very much your expertise.
I mean, I'm going to have very, very strong opinions on this.
Yes.
Just so we're clear.
Now, there is... So I think we should put like a minute to like a minute and a half timer on each of these, because it went on for a very long time last time.
Sure.
And if we haven't reached if we have different opinions and one of us hasn't managed to convince the other one, by the end of that like minute and a half, we what was it, rock paper scissors? Do we rock paper scissors?
I think we did, yeah. I mean, we could...
Is there any other way of tie breaking?
I can't think of one. I don't know. We can just do that. That worked last time.
Yeah. Right. Okay, yeah. So we'll get to that when we come to it. So, first things first, there are 18 Guardians in the game, with the addition of...
I know who's going to win.
Go on, what's your opinion?
It's Yorm. No one's going to beat Yorm.
I disagree.
Really?
This
okay,
is where it's going to get interesting. We have 18 gods, which means we need to get rid of 2 for it to be a 16-way bracket.
Okay.
So as like last time with the hunters, we each get one guardian one character to delete from the bracket. Which character are you getting rid of?
I am currently opening SMITE, so I can find out.
So yeah, just as a list, we have Ares, Artio, Athena, Bacchus, Cabrakan, Cerberus, Fafnir, Ganesh, Geb, Jormungandr, Kepri, Kumbhakana, Kuzenbo, Sobek, Sylvanus, Terra, Xing, Ymir. And I will let you decide which guardian you want to get rid of first. Because there's a couple that I'd want to get rid of, I think. They're really, like, all of the guardians, this makes me realise all of the guardians are, like, really fun.
Yeah.
And also, this is obviously going to be opinion based, and a lot of you.
Oh yeah, this is not like scientific.
Yeah.
Don't be offended if we don't pick yours. Just tell us in the comments.
Yeah.
What? I don't know. Do yours first, because I'm still starting up a SMITE.
Oh god, but I have 2. I was hoping you'd do one of them. Christ. Right. Okay then. I am going to pick as the least favorite, as the least fun hunter. This is completely opinion based, because both of these are fun, are considered fun by the community. But I think I'm going to go for Artio. I really don't like playing Artio. So yeah, that's who I'm going for.
That was one of mine.
Okay. Yeah.
But I had more than 2, to be fair.
Oh god.
Oh, I don't know. And I'm gonna make it clear: this is not about how good they are. This is how fun they are.
How fun!
And
yes.
based on that, I'm gonna pick Terra.
That was my second.
Awesome.
Okay,
that makes it all a lot easier.
We have our 16. So I'm on challenge. I actually figured it out before the podcast this time. So we're gonna shuffle the seeds. make it fair, and we're going to start the bracket. Start the tournament. Here we go. So, our first matchup is between, and remember, we have a minute and a half each one.
To decide on who it is.
Yes.
Jesus.
And
Can it go?
And if we haven't figured it out, we have to rock paper scissors it.
Okay. That's not a long time. That's such not a long time. Okay.
No. So, our first matchup is Cerberus versus Kumbhakarna. Start. This is a tough
Fuck
one to
me.
start with.
Why did you have to start there?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna start. Oh, so yeah, I think I'm going to go with Kumbha for this one.
That's
I think
what I
in
was leaning
general,
towards too.
yeah. I think in general Kumbhakarna has a lot more fun abilities. Cerberus has very almost what feels like strategic more so abilities.
Cerberus is fun, but his cooldowns are really high as well.
True.
Kumbhakarna has a 3-second mez.
Kumbhakarna launches a character into the fire.
And launches the character into the fucking sky.
Wins.
Yeah.
Of course Kumbhakarna wins. So Kumbhakarna wins that set. Hold on, I need to work out challenge here. How do I do this? Report scores, verify the winner, submit scores. Perfect. Kumbhakarna is going through.
Okay.
Our second one. Oh, we have the two cone based basics hackers. We have Fafnir versus Jormungandr.
Oh, that's a. I didn't want to kick Faf out this early.
Oh, I am totally going Fafnir with this one.
What?
Playing Jormungandr, in terms of fun, the only fun thing about Jormungandr to me is the ult, which is very fun, and the size.
And
That's
the
it.
1, and the 2, and
Why?
the 3.
How is his one fun? His one is a circle on the ground that does crappy damage.
His 1 isn't fun, but then using his 3 to make 2 more of them, and then using the 2 to explode out, and everyone gets a lot of damage. It's satisfying. It has
Fafnir turns into a dragon. A dragon.
Jormungandr is a dragon.
Serpent.
But he's bigger and cooler than the form that Fafnir can turn into for a while when he ults.
Coolness
Fafnir being
is not
a dragon
funness.
does not factor
Coolness
into this.
does not mean funness. Jormungandr is Jormungandr's like the coolest character, but in terms of playing him in Smite, Fafnir is way more fun.
I've never played Jormungandr and not had a smile beaming across my face.
It's just because he's new. Like, if Fafnir just came out, you'd have exactly the same thing.
No,
and
I didn't. I was here and I didn't.
Okay, well, it's been a minute and a half then. We need to decide.
You're wrong.
So,
You're
you're
categorically wrong.
Okay, we're going to do a 3-2-1 say, yeah?
If you kick Jormungandr out in the first round, I'm going to leave.
3-2-1 say, yeah?
Okay.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, rock.
Paper.
There you go.
There you are. Okay.
You're
I'm happy because the rightful winner has gone through.
Right. Okay, our next
You're so
round,
wrong.
still in round
Just
1.
to be clear, Fafnir's were like in my bottom 3 to start off with.
What?
Yeah.
No. Oh, it feels so
enjoy a lot
empowering
of
to turn
Fafnir.
into a dragon.
Yeah,
Man.
and then you have
Jormungandr
to stand
just-
still for 5 seconds going, oh, okay, I shrink
Thing
now.
is, I know the community agrees with me because the community, like, there's been so many topics about how, so many discussions about how Jormungandr is just underwhelming. In terms of his abilities.
The community is wrong. Everyone else is wrong. I'm right. Carry on.
I like how we've given ourselves a minute and a half, then done the rock paper scissors, and then for another minute and a half argued afterwards. Okay, the third matchup in round 1: Khepri versus Ares. Oh my god. I think
Fucking hell. Why can't
They-
the not
they-
fun ones be in this bit?
they both have very fun parts, but equally very unfun parts. Ares' chains. The thing is, Ares'
Kepri-
damage. Ares' damage is what makes him fun, and his passive to go along with it. Ares does the damage, and that's very fun. And his ultimate is very fun as well, and that just.
Ares' ult is always anticlimactic because it's just a beads machine. Unless you're playing arena, in which case you will get kills from it. Ares is fun because of his damage. Kepri is fun because of his setup and his revive.
The thing is, Kepri revive is the fun thing there.
Yeah, I mean, no, his pull's
and his pull,
fun too.
his pull as well,
his
pull.
3.
I don't think his 3 is just unusual. Normal.
It's just
it's
good ranged setup.
I think it's tough. Have you? Do you know which one you're going with?
No.
I think I might have to go Kepri.
Fuck.
Because I think you're right. Ares is a beads machine, and Ares has the least fun ability in the game with his 2 as well.
His 2 is so shit.
It has been a minute and a half though. Are you going Ares?
I don't know. I've got to decide Kepri.
You're going Kepri as well?
Yeah.
Kepri mystery?
That's based off the fact that I play Kepri more because that must mean I find him more enjoyable. I don't know.
Fair enough.
This is in Conquest, by the way. In Arena, I go with Ares.
Right, yeah, sure. Next matchup, Bacchus versus Ganesh.
Bacchus.
I think they can only go one way. Unfortunately,
Bacchus.
Ganesh is so much fun.
Bacchus.
It's Bacchus. It's Bacchus all the way. It has
Especially after the reworks, which are quality of life buffs.
Yeah, it's got to be Bacchus.
Gotta be Bacchus.
Even before those, it was Bacchus all the way. Athena versus Kuzenbo.
Oh, Jesus.
Ow.
All the Guardians are really fun. This is really difficult.
Thing is, Athena hasn't played much with like the with the meta of the dual lane meta of just aggression.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean when she is good though.
I mean, obviously we're not basing this off goodness, but it's mainly the fact that I haven't really seen her very much recently, so I can't really. I don't know, because the thing is, she is fun. I guess meta does kind of change funness, right? Because if you are not doing well in the game, you're not going to have fun.
Yeah, but we've got to try and be objective, independent of the meta. Like, think about when Athena was really good.
Sure.
She still is good.
I mean,
when she was.
Kuzenbo is just Kuzenbo, right? Like,
Kuzenbo is fun.
Athena is also fun. She has so much synergy.
I'm
kit.
I'm leaning towards Athena.
Oh, Kuzenbo.
I'm leaning towards Athena because, like, it's so satisfying to be the reason that a fight completely turns around. And like, cause on Athena, I tend to buy like Shell and Sprint, and I will just like ult into a fight, Shell, Sprint, dash, taunt, shield wall, and the fight is like getting a 5-man taunt doesn't happen a lot, but when it happens, it's so good.
The minute and a half is over. I think I'm going to agree with you, and I feel like we're going to be disowned from the SMITE community for this. But I think, based on the fact that Kepri can sometimes feel kind of clunky.
That's not Kepri.
Kuzenbo, yeah, can feel kind of clunky.
I regret but Kuzenbo's one. But Kappa. Fuck.
Yeah, that's the thing. It is only like a damage there is the thing. Like, it's literally just damage and then the Kappa comes out. It is fun, but I think it gets it. I think that's
okay.
Ymir versus Sylvanas. Okay. I guess I was going to say in terms of personality, it's Sylvanas, but Ymir's personality.
Ymir's place wards, all Ymir ever here. That was
mostly just
the best Ymir impression ever.
Yeah. Mainly just hi.
Hi.
The pull on Sylvanas. is, I think, the main thing here with Sylve.
I mean, Sylve has got a damage factor as well.
Yeah.
Sylve does a lot of damage, and his ult is fun.
Just for his ultimate, really, I think is. I mean, he can do damage.
His 2 does decent damage.
Ymir is built more. Ymir is built damage more than Sylve is built damage in general.
No, I'm leaning towards Ymir.
But I guess damage is like a big thing for funness sometimes. I think Ymir in general is a lot of fun. His wall is a lot of fun.
The wall is so fun. If you get blink on him,
I think Sylve is a lot more tactical with his healing and stuff like that, and he's a more tactical god, which isn't necessarily falls under fun.
Yeah, Ymir is satisfying. Especially definitely Ymir Frostbite. Double damage autos are so much fun.
Well, a minute and a half is over.
Just crushing people. Yeah.
Because I'm not entirely sure, but I will side with Ymir, I think. Okay, round 7. Oh, sorry, matchup 7 for round 1. Geb versus Cabrakan.
Oh.
I'm very surprised you're awing here, considering Geb is your number 1.
For context, I have 3k worshippers on Geb, and Cabrakan has 86. But Cabrakan is fun. Like, in support has to be Geb.
That's not what it is, though.
We've got. Are we doing it in support?
No, it's just Guardians.
Yeah, because we're talking Ymir support versus Cabrakan.
Get Geb support.
Solo or mid? Cabrakan jungle doesn't really work.
Jungle, yeah, it can. Mid doesn't work, really. Solo or jungle, he tends to be played. Or support,
Jungle doesn't really work. Anyway, I don't know. I mean, the thing is, with Cabrakan, it's his 1 and 2 that are the fun bits.
I don't think Geb has too much. I don't think Geb has. I think the only fun part of Geb is the satisfying 3, and his 1's pretty cool. With Cabrakan, I don't know. It is it's just damage output is just.
I don't know. I can't quantify the reason that I just enjoy playing Geb, but I do just always enjoy playing Geb.
I don't think I can decide between these two either. That's a minute and a half.
Oh, fuck. I'm gonna have to go with Geb because the survivability makes him fun for me as well. I just thought of that. The fact that if it goes past 30 minutes...
He's a presence.
He's a massive presence. Like, Cabrakan, you can build defensively, but he's not quite as tanky and does damage. You can build damagey, but he won't be as tanky. Geb, you just build pure tank, and past 20-30 minutes, you can just tank all 5 of them for, a while.
Cabrakan is Fat Loki, though.
And then just shield. But Fat Loki. Fuck Fat Loki. Don't fuck Fat Loki.
We are a minute and a half, though. What are you going with? I think I will agree with whatever you say, because I am.
Oh, no, you're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to do that. I'm banning that.
Is it because you also did not have a decision?
Yes.
I think then I'm going to go with. On the spot, the presence thing got me. I think I'm going to go with Geb.
Yeah, I'm the same.
It's very hard. It's very hard to. It's like saying who's. It's almost like saying who's better, Geb or Chiron.
Yeah.
They have such different. There's no way of.
You can't compare them. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Also, I'm going with Geb because he also has the Athena turn the fight potential. My throat just died.
Bless you.
That wasn't a sneeze. Okay.
Oh.
Next matchup.
Bless you. Xing Tian.
If you've been counting,
is
that? Sorry.
If you've been counting, is the. After you.
Xing Tian versus Sobek?
Yeah.
If you've been keeping track, that's the matchup we're at.
Sheeta versus Sobek. Now, Sobek I am diamond with. He's very, I don't know, pluck is just huge amounts of fun. Yeah, but you're diamond in most of them, like, it's not saying much.
I'm diamond Ymir, Sylv, Sobek, Athena, and Geb. And Khepri.
I'm diamond,
I have a lot of diamonds.
I'm diamond Ymir, Geb, Sobek. I think there might be one more. Actually, you can check what's in the game. But Xing Tian versus Sobek. Xing, man, Xing. With Xing's most recent movement speed buff on his ult, he's become a lot more fun.
I also I don't want to demoralize Xing because he's having quite a rough time right now with his surgery.
True. Yeah.
I kind of want to give him this just to kind of give him
pity. Yeah.
Give him something to keep going for.
Yeah. He's on surgery though. He wouldn't know what's going on.
True. Fuck it. Sobek.
This is a really tough one actually because they're not the funnest. I don't think.
I'm going with
either
Sobek.
of them. Why?
Because pluck 2-3 and all, like he's got a heal. He's got a burst heal. Burst heals are fun. He regens mana. His ult does really good damage.
Xing can be clunky with his ult as well. I just don't think. I think if his ult was like bigger.
Yeah, I mean, Xing ult has the Ares problem as well. If it's just a beads machine normally.
Actually, you can get away from Xing ult quite easily.
I mean, he's the speed buff.
With the speed, yeah, but like with just like a normal movement ability, you tend to go. But yeah, I'll say Sobek for that reason. So that means we're on to the quarterfinals. First matchup: Kumbhakarna versus Jormungandr. Kumbhakarna. Kumbhakarna. Absolutely. 100%.
No.
Jormungandr is just a no for me.
I don't.
It's just no. He's one of the least fun.
Oh fuck! I don't want to. I'm gonna cry. I don't want to kick Jormungandr out. I love playing Jormungandr so much. Jormungandr so much. I don't want to kick him out.
Why did you say that twice?
Because I said Jormungandr the first time. Just echo in my room.
You've said it a lot. Like, at this point, it doesn't really matter.
Oh, fuck. I've just got to think. I don't know. Because there's...
Kumbhakarna. It's Kumbhakarna. You throw people up in the air.
Oh
my god, Kumbha passive.
Kumbhakarna.
It's
I was just thinking through, like, their abilities, and, like, every single one of Kumbha's abilities is just fun. Yeah. Except for his 2. But it's still fun. I'm going with Kumbha as well. Fuck! I don't like it. I love Jormungandr so much.
Khepri versus Bacchus.
Jesus Christ.
Bacchus. It's Bacchus. It's just
Don't
Bacchus.
Make me pick my favourite child.
It's just Bacchus.
Not fair on either.
Khepri has a very satisfying outfit, but it's Bacchus. Bacchus is just fun. He has a fun personality. He has fun abilities. He has. He belly flops. He burps. It's Bacchus. Cool. This is going really quickly. Athena versus Ymir. I think it's Ymir for me. Athena only just got through in the last one. Actually, so did Ymir, in fairness. But I think I'm going to have to go with Ymir.
Yeah.
Fun.
I'm going to go with Ymir as well.
Cool. And the last matchup in the quarterfinals. Geb versus Sobek. It's this presence thing that's getting me. The fact that Geb is such a big presence, and that's really satisfying.
Yeah. And like the thing is, because Geb's got a bad early game. Geb is the worst Guardian until about level 10 when he becomes one of the best Guardians. In most
Remember, it's
metas.
not best, though.
Right now it's... Yeah, but I'm talking about like just not being good in the early game. And for me, that is fun. I like that his playstyle changes halfway through.
I see, yeah.
It is fun that for the first 9-10 levels, you are just scrounging for farm, trying to get to the late game. Then you get to the late game and you just step forwards like, I am Geb, motherfuckers, back off.
I think Sobek just has a pluck, in all fairness. Like, in terms of really fun abilities, as a pluck. Geb has a rollout and he has his satisfying shield.
Also, rollout is really underestimated. Like, the rotation potential that it gives you, like, it's...
That's a quality thing, right? Over fun.
Quality and fun are the same thing. Like, is the fact that I can be in the jungle and I can be like, oh, they're in trouble, they're in trouble, and just like do whatever I want to be quick.
In terms of not looking at it from a balance perspective, getting from one place to another is fun. Global ultimates in general are fun. Like, right? It's
Walking
not a global ultimate.
is not fun.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm getting at. I think I'm going. That's a minute and a half. I'm going with Gib.
Yeah, same.
Cool. Semi-finals. First matchup: Kumbhakarna versus Bacchus.
This is a tough one. I always struggle with this matchup, because they feel fairly similarly to me. Kumbhakarna and Bacchus. They have like a similar place in my brain.
They're both overweight.
No, they're both kind of like... Oh.
This is tough. Because the thing is, right, like, what this makes you do, this bracket thing, you have, like, a definite instinctive answer. But this just makes you just reconsider everything. Like, it makes you actually break down.
My instinctive answer was Jorgenmander, and he lost to Kumbhakarna.
Yeah.
Kumbhakarna has been out since the game was since I started playing the game, and I only have like 250 worships on him because I've only played him in about 10 games.
Yeah. But once you break down Jorgenmander,
20 games. Like
Kumbhakarna versus Bacchus, like that's the thing. Like with me, like it's just instinctively Bacchus. It's Bacchus, but then I need to consider actually breaking him down and thinking about playing him. I still think though, in terms of that matchup, I think it's Bacchus.
I'm still going into Bacchus as well.
I think so.
Just like the 2 ult is just fun.
Yeah. But Kumbha.
The burst. Oh fuck! I gotta stop swearing.
Yeah.
I've said fuck so many times, but this is difficult.
That's a minute and a half. I think I'm going with Bacchus. Personally.
I'm going with Kumbha.
Oh really?
I'm going with Kumbha.
Okay then. We have to rock paper scissors it.
We do.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Paper. Oh, 3, 2, 1. Paper. 3, 2, 1. Rock.
Scissors. Shit.
Baited, motherfucker.
The mind games of rock, paper, scissors are really, really coming out.
Well, Bacchus is the winner. Bacchus moves on to the final. Last semi-final, Ymir versus Geb.
Don't.
These really are your children.
Don't.
This really is decided for your children.
I've been dreading this matchup. Just to be clear,
with both of them.
I have 2600 on Ymir and 3100 on Geb.
Yeah, I have diamond on both. They're
my 2 highest worshipper gods. Away.
Ymir versus Geb.
The thing is, for me, they represent my 2 different moods, so it's difficult to compare them. It goes back to like the Geb versus Cabrakan thing.
Yeah.
Where it's like, if I want to do damage, I pick Ymir. If I want to be Geb, I be Geb. Like,
I think Ymir versus... Fuck, man. This is tough.
I might lean towards Ymir.
Geb. I think I might as well. This is really tough. This is so tough.
I'm going with Ymir.
I think in terms of fun, whilst I'm playing the character, it's got to be Geb. For me.
Oh, but
I think because the thing is,
things.
I'm starting to find Ymir sort of unfun as a god. I think it's mainly because the fact that he does. It's no movement. I think is the main thing.
Yeah,
There's
the
no movement.
ability. That just occurred to me. Like I was thinking, I said Ymir because I was thinking of the presence of Geb was the reason he was here, but Ymir has that and more.
Yeah, but the thing is, and also Ymir's ultimate is cool, but it can be extremely unrewarding a lot of the time. Because it needs very specific setup, and it's frustrating. It can be very frustrating. Whereas Geb is just I'm going with Geb. I'm definite on that, I think.
But the presence, Ymir has, like, if you get a tiny bit ahead as Ymir, he has the best presence.
Oh, I don't. In terms of damage,
think of how much fun it is to be a slightly fed Ymir and just be walking at people, and they need to run or they'll die.
Ymir's also like you can flex play him in terms of the fact that you can play damage. You can play damage Ymir if you want to, whereas damage Geb, it's been done, but not as often
badly.
At all. So I'm gonna go with. I think I'm still gonna go with Geb. Playing them, I think. Yeah, I think Geb. If I'm putting myself in playing, it's gone a minute and a half, a long time ago.
It's fine. We're into the finals now. We can go longer.
Yeah.
I'm
Geb.
gonna go with Geb 2 for the reason that I was talking about how when Ymir gets a bit ahead, he's monstrous. But the thing is, when you get a bit behind as Ymir, it is like that feels bad. That is not fun. Being behind as Geb has this kind of like, okay, I'll just sit like back a little bit and give shields and stuff. Like you still do things. So I'm going with Geb for that reason.
Right, there we go then. So the final, Bacchus versus Geb. I'll give us like 3 minutes for this one, I guess, because it is the final.
We aren't going to follow it. It hasn't worked.
Yeah. The thing is, I think I've got my answer already. I think maybe. Do I have my answer already? Well, it's just the fact that Bacchus has been a big Bacchus. Yep, Bacchus has like stormed the bracket, whereas every matchup Geb's been part of, it's just like we've had to think about it.
Yeah. Well, that could be seeding though. That isn't a thing that you can quantify.
True.
Oh, because I'm thinking about it now, and I think Bacchus would lose to Ymir.
Yeah. You're right.
I think Bacchus would lose straight up to Ymir.
Motherfucker, this is hard. So is Ymir our winner? It's literally we literally have a rock paper scissors. We have a rock paper scissors here. We have a Ymir beats Bacchus. Bacchus beats Geb. Geb beats Ymir. But if Bacchus beats Geb, then Bacchus wins. This is the final. This is it.
We've got a 3-way final at this point. It's pretty much.
But it's not though, because the thing is that we have to consider the fact that Ymir isn't part of this. He's not part of this. Ymir's out.
But I would feel so bad picking Bacchus to win because Ymir.
It's an upset. It's just how the seedings went.
Nope, that isn't how seedings work.
I think it is. I feel like it is. They were completely random seedings.
That isn't how seedings work. The whole point of this is that regardless of seedings, the person that wins is the best.
No, but
if it's
a
categorical one-to-one comparison, and you can't get a cyclic situation like this.
I understand that, but in this case, seedings do matter.
Only because we've got a cyclic situation that we can't figure out.
But regardless. Seedings mattered in this, because if in another seeding, Ymir might have won it. We have like 30 seconds. I think
I can't do this.
I think I'm gonna have to go Geb. Also, the constant keep up of Chug, I don't find fun. Personally,
True.
I don't think that's a fun thing.
But I've been enjoying Bacchus so much in season 6.
Oh God!
Like, I've been picking Bacchus and being like, yeah, Bacchus. I wouldn't pick Geb and go, yeah, Geb. But yeah, Geb.
I'm gonna go. Oh my God! Okay, it's been 3 minutes. I'm going to go with.
I've got mine.
Go on, what's yours?
If I say mine, you might copy it.
Oh, it's true. Okay then, I'm gonna go with. How sure are you on yours?
Not.
Okay. Then I'm going to go with. Geb.
That's one that I had. I mean, I feel bad because that's the person that I have the most worshippers on. I feel like this is just a telegraphed outcome. But I don't know. I feel reaffirmed in my amount of Gib that I've played because he's beaten out everyone fair and square.
Yeah.
He's just fun. The rotations from rollout, the presence in the late game, how his gameplay style shifts, the ability to just turn a fight.
Yep.
If you're there, like to just blink in, ult, 2, shield, the other dude's dead.
Geb is yeah. So Geb is our winner then. Geb is
also,
the non-network official most fun guardian in the game. After you. I mean, not after you because I've already gone.
I was going to say, something I didn't mention as well is that I like that all his abilities are both defensive and offensive. Every single one of Geb's abilities can be used to protect an ally or kill an enemy. So help kill an enemy. And I like that. The choice.
Yeah.
Except shield. But like... Oh, that person's gonna... I'll kill that guy with an offensive shield.
Yeah.
I'll throw the rocks at him instead of... Yeah.
Oh my God. Christ. Right, so there we go. We have non-network official most fun guardian with Geb, Bacchus coming in second, and Kumba and Ymir as our third place.
I need to lie down. That was stressful.
Did we do a third place playoff for the Hunters? I can't remember. I don't think we did we?
No, we didn't.
No. Awesome. Then that is that then. Exhausting as always.
I mean,
I think the timing was necessary. We needed to put timing on that.
Yeah. Well, we would be here for hours.
Yeah.
I mean,
it was a shorter podcast in general, so I thought we'd put a long end section at the end. Because I do like doing these. It requires the time.
Yeah. Was Geb in any stalemate? So we had to rock paper scissors.
Rock paper scissors.
Because I don't think he was.
Rock.
Because if he was, you'd have made that joke.
yeah.
And
I think I answered it.
Which kind of
Geb versus
for me
Geb
as well.
versus Kabrak, and no, Geb won that fair and square. Geb versus Sobek, Geb won that fair and square. Ymir versus Geb won that fair and square. And then Geb versus Bacchus. So no, he wasn't. Was Bacchus?
He was against Kumbhakana.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I picked
He
Kumbhakana.
was. Yeah, you're right. Well.
Okay.
Perfect. So that was Brastet. God, what a terrible name. Oh, Christ.
Braxtet?
Right, okay.
Does that help?
Braxtet.
Nope.
It sounds like Brexit. Let's not do that.
Let's play
By the
some
way.
Brexit. Anyway.
So that's
fun.
it then. Thank you. Yeah, thanks for listening, everybody. I hope you didn't get too offended by our picks.
I mean, we kicked out Artio and Terra before anything, and I feel like they're a lot of people's favourite gods.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, completely forgot this. But yeah, let us know how bad we've done. And Obviously, it's all opinion based. So fuck your opinion. But
What? Is that how that works?
what is that? I think that that's how it works.
That's how opinions work. Okay.
Yeah. So thank you for listening. If you haven't yet, go check out that skin concept vote in the description. Again, I don't know whether we've mentioned it already.
I
but,
think we have. No, hasn't
have
come
we?
up.
Okay, cool. So that's podcast 19. 20 next. Thanks for listening. Take care.
Bye bye.